Hello everyone, I'm Tila with Deep English, and I'm so excited to bring you another lesson in uncovering the hidden meanings of some common English words. It's a cloudy, rainy day today. I think it's the perfect day to dive a bit deeper into the mysteries of the English language. Because when we can learn the hidden meanings of some common English words, we have a better understanding of what we're actually saying when we speak English. So let's get started and dive right in. We will be learning the hidden meanings of 5 common English words today. Our first word is the word inspire. Inspire. Inspire means to cause someone to have a feeling, an emotion, or a desire to do something. We might use the word inspire in a sentence like, his speech about plastics polluting the ocean inspired me to give up plastic bags altogether. Or in a sentence like, seeing the elderly couple holding hands at the park inspired me to be sweeter to my husband when I got home. Or maybe even in a sentence like, I hope this lesson inspires you to look deeper into the hidden meanings of words in your own language. So inspire. So now let's look at the hidden meaning of the word inspire. The word inspire came from the Latin word inspirare, and it originally meant to breathe into or to breathe spirit into. So how cool is that? So the next time you're looking for inspiration, you might think about what fills you with life. Or what fills you with spirit? And you might just find your inspiration there. All right, let's move on to our second English word with a hidden meaning. Our second word is the word bully. Bully. The word bully refers to someone who uses his or her strength or power to mistreat someone else. The word bully might be used in a sentence like, the bully stole my parking spot, and so I had to drive around the block again. Or the bully ripped up my homework and called me names. I know that when I was in grade school, I was teased by bullies all the time. I had very unruly hair. And I still do. You guys are lucky that I comb it, or you might be frightened. But when I was a kid, my hair was very crazy, and bullies used to tease me about my hair. So most of us know someone who's a bully, or maybe we have even been a bully ourselves before. Hopefully, if we've been a bully, we aren't anymore. But we have a pretty good understanding of what the word bully means in today's context. So let's look a little bit deeper at the hidden meaning of the word bully. So the word bully comes from the Dutch word boel, and it originally meant brother or sweetheart. The word bully was originally a term of endearment. How interesting. So before, the word bully was actually used to say something pleasant about someone else. It's so different from the way that we use the word bully today. But one thing that I find really interesting is that new research shows us that bullies often have had a hard childhood. And so when we think about the way that we use the word bully today, we might just think of a bully as someone in need of more love and more sweetness. So the hidden meaning of the word bully reminds us that we're all in this together, and even those of us with the tough exterior can use a little more sweetness and love in our lives. Okay, let's move on to our third English word with a hidden meaning. Our word is courage. Courage. So courage means to be brave or to face your fears. We might use the word courage in a sentence like, after I saw the snake on the trail, it took all of my courage to keep going. Or in a sentence from my own life, I was moving to a place where I knew no one. I had to muster all of my courage to make the move. Or maybe one more example from my own life. When my boyfriend dared me to jump into the cold pond, it took a lot of courage to finally do it. And yes, it was freezing. So, courage. So now let's take a look at the hidden meaning of the word courage. The word courage comes from the Latin word cor, which simply meant heart. Dr. Brene Brown says that the original meaning of the word courage was to tell the story of who you are with your whole heart. So simply put, to have courage was to be able to express who you truly were, to be able to say your truth, to show up as who you really are. So we often think about courage as something that only heroes have. But really, anyone who's willing to be honest about who they are and to express that to the world is a courageous person. So I think that one is especially cool. Let's move on to our fourth common English word with a hidden meaning. Our word is disaster. Disaster. The word disaster refers to a surprising or unexpected event that caused a lot of damage. So we might use the word disaster in a sentence like, the outdoor wedding was a complete disaster because of the rain. Or an example from my own life, my small dog ate a grape, and grapes are toxic to dogs. And so we took her to the vet immediately to avoid a disaster. And luckily she was okay, so that was thankfully. So the word disaster. So now that we have an understanding of how we commonly use the word disaster, let's take a look at the hidden meaning of the word disaster. The word disaster came from the Latin word astrum. Astrum means star. Disaster meant ill-starred. A disaster was something that was ill-fated or something that astrology or the stars were influencing. And so this one is also really interesting because when something terrible happens nowadays, we don't usually think about the stars or think about fate. But maybe it would be helpful if we did begin to lean a little bit more into the mystery behind the way that life unfolds. Maybe if we can remember the hidden meaning of the word disaster, ill-starred, it can help us to get through some of those tougher moments in life without overthinking them too much. Okay, let's move on to our final common English word with the hidden meaning. Our word is animate. It's our fifth word, and it's animate. So the word animate means to be infused with life or to be expressive. We might use the word animate in a sentence like, she was so animated when she told stories, everyone loved to listen to her. Or from my own life, I was such an animated young child that people often told me to relax. Or when I get really happy, I'm really animated in the way that I express myself. So now let's look at the hidden meaning of the word animate. The word animate comes from the Latin word animus. Animus means soul. Before, to be animated meant to be infused with soul or spirit. Can you think of someone in your own life who is very animated when they talk? Could it be that this person is somehow more connected with their soul or maybe expressing their soul more? Oftentimes, we hold back and we make ourselves small. We're afraid to express ourselves because we don't want to seem too dramatic or we don't want to seem like we're being too much. But what if when we hold back, we're also saying no to having more soul in our lives? And so that's why the hidden meaning of the word animate, I think, is so important for us to contemplate. So the next time you're holding back and you're not expressing who you really are, maybe remember the hidden meaning and remember that to be animated once meant to be full of soul. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me as we went through 5 common English words with hidden meanings. It was such a pleasure, and I look forward to our next lesson together. Hey everyone, I've got one more thing to say. I had so much fun teaching this lesson on common English words and their hidden meanings. Now I have a request, and that is that you practice these words in the comments below. So write a sentence using these words in the comments below. I'll be sure to read them.